I got a message from a TikTok follower asking a very important political question. Should we, as conservatives, be in favor of Biden being ousted? Or should we advocate for him to remain as the nominee since he appears easier to beat? Let's talk about it. Before we get into this question though, please be sure to like, comment along throughout this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. So here's the full message I got from someone named Riptide in my DMs. Good evening. Just asking your perspective. Do you think we should help the Dems run Biden out of office if we, Republicans, I do not consider myself a Republican, I'm conservative and I typically vote Republican, but I just don't like aligning with parties. But continuing on, do you think we should help the Dems run Biden out of office if we see a clear view to win? And not replace him with, in my opinion, no Democrat is worth looking at. Someone the country might turn their views. So he's saying someone, if there's a different Democrat, might actually change the maybe red wave people are predicting in November. In summary, if we have the win, let Biden run it out. Don't help him leave. And dumb fuck Kamala get in only because of a gender race vote. It should always be about the better of the country as in its entirety for all. Just curious. Okay, that was a little confusing. I won't deny it. But Riptide, it was a good question.
Good thinking, Kevin.
I love America. And I want the best for America. And so because of those two things, I would prefer Trump to almost any Democrat. And so I get the argument. Biden is beatable. I should want him to stay in office because if I prefer Trump to a Democrat, Biden feels beatable. What I don't think we realize quite yet, being early in the election season, relatively speaking, is that I don't think it's true that Biden's very easily beatable. When presented with a binary, people will vote either Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter who is on there. It really isn't Trump versus Biden. It's Republican versus Democrat. This was a big question in 2016. When Trump came on the scene, people are asking, would insert Republican nominee work? Basically, people are asking, are Republicans going to pull the trigger for Trump despite his personality flaws? Will he be the same as some generic Republican? And I think it's fair to say that Republicans did just that. Just like Dems did the same thing for Biden in 2020. Despite questions about his age, people still voted for him. So people are just gonna vote for the party they find more palatable, no matter who the nominee is. So I don't think it really matters who replaces Joe Biden. What I do find frustrating about a vote for Biden, though, is that I personally like to know who I'm dealing with and who is running the country. I do not believe that Joe Biden is fully operating this White House, okay? I think there are people like Ron Klain, like Anita Dunn. Those are likely the brains behind the operation. And that frustrates me because I know that if I vote for Trump, I know I'm voting for Donald Trump to run the country and be president of the United States. When a Democrat is voting for Joe Biden, they aren't 100% certain they're voting for Joe Biden. And I don't think that's fair to any American, no matter their party, no matter whether we agree. I don't think replacing Biden with another lackluster candidate is going to change the binary. The only exemptions to that being like The Rock or Oprah or Michelle Obama. Replacing him with like a Gavin Newsom or a Kamala, it's not going to change the equation. What it does change is it allows Democrats to be able to vote for the person that will actually be running the country. So, to answer your question, if we want to do what is best for conservatives, well, conservatives have to live under a Democrat president if he wins or she wins, wouldn't we?
God, I hope not.
So as conservatives, shouldn't we want to know who the president actually is? Meaning, shouldn't we have somebody besides Joe Biden / Anita Dunn / Ron Klain / Hunter Biden? Now, it's not my job to tell you how to think. I'll let you decide for yourself in the comments, but I think that knowing who you're voting for, or even who you're voting against, is really important to a legitimate democratic republic. And I know, college kids, it's going to come as a surprise to you that we're not a democracy. We are a democratic republic. But that's all from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you here next time. Bye, friends.